capture screen, control alt print screen. This is for inside the virtual machine. If I am using Windows, I can press Window key and the print screen, and it will take a snapshot for me. So they are the Windows XP snapshots. Windows XP start booting first time, then setup is formatting, and setup is copying file, then it will reboot it, then it will install devices, and then features, devices, components, and then start menu on registry item, it will install, and then it will reboot again, then it will install VMware tool. What is VMware tool? For a physical machine, we need to install driver software to get the system work, like audio driver, like Wi-Fi driver. VMware tool is the driver. VMware tool contains the driver for the virtual hardware. So we will install it, and then it will finish. I can reboot it again, and my machine is ready. I can show it. How I done it? Just power on. Everything is same like a physical machine. And I have few more virtual machine. There is one more important thing. At the time when virtual machine is starting, there is no graphic user interface. It will capture our mouse. So if I want to use the mouse in the host operating system, I have to press Ctrl and Alt to get it away from there. And then I click again it, and it will go again inside. Yeah, more importantly, like if I want to send control alt delete, then if I press on the keyboard control alt delete, then it will give to the host operating system. So because this is an interrupt command, if I want to give it to the virtual machine, there is option send control alt delete. Here it is. So I have to click on it to send control alt delete. To start the task manager. And if I want to take a snapshot, I can take a snapshot. A snapshot, what it does, it saves the setting and the state of the virtual machine in a separate file. And then I can do my further practicals. If anything goes wrong, I can restore the virtual machine. This works same as the backup file installed with the operating system, like recovery folder or recovery drive. So I can take a snapshot here. It will save the snapshot. Then I can do something like I can create a folder on the desktop, and when I restore it, it will be gone. So new folder, test, new folder. Then I can go to again VM snapshot, or either I can go to snapshot manager, or I can just click to it, retrieve to snapshot one, and it will ask me for I press yes, and it will restore the virtual machine. There are more things like I can go to VM and I can shut down, suspend, restart, power off. There are few options. If I want to pause the virtual machine, I can pause the state right here. And if I need a pen drive. Anybody, I need a pen drive? Yeah. If I want to connect my pen drive to the virtual machine, how would I do it? I just plug it, my virtual machine power on, it will assign it or take it automatically, sir. Or either I can do it, go to VM, remote devices, and Realtek USB. I can connect, now the pen drive is connected to the host machine. So my VM cannot access it at this state. I can connect to the option, disconnect from the host, and it will be disconnected from the host, and it will be connected to the virtual machine. So I can do it. And every time a physical device is connected to the virtual machine, it will show me a message. I can either check this box and it will not show me the message, or I can go with it. So, okay. Now go to computer. there must be a new hardware found, and it will install driver software, and then it will. There is some error message, I don't know. Maybe there is something wrong with my USB boot. So if I have another system, then I can show it to you. Then there are few more things. If I have a Windows XP machine and I want to change the password, how would I do it? I don't know the password of the administrator, how would I do it? So either I go with the command prompt, or there is a built-in tool. I can use that tool. So first of all, we will go with command prompt. Run as administrator. This user is right now administrator, so I can go with it too. And there is command net user, username, then start, and then the password I want to enter. So I will go with I can type the password for the administrator, then I can type it again, and it will be sent to the administrator account. So, now my password is changed successfully. Then another way, I can go to run, just press Windows key and R, it will come. So dialog box, or I can click on run. This will also show the same.
Meaning that you are able to change the password of
without knowing it, sir.
Of administrator?
Yes, sir. On the behalf, I just need an administrator account. Access on administrator account, sir. I can do it on local network. I will show it to that too on using a Linux distribution Kali Linux, and so that too again. So I can just type lusrmgr.msc. This is a built-in tool to manage user accounts in Microsoft Windows. It will work on Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8. It works just everywhere. So I can double click on user. This is administrator. I can right click on it and just set password. Proceed. I can assign new password. I don't need the old password anymore.
First time at least you must have access.
Yes, sir. If I have a physical access, direct access to the machine. If I don't have direct access, then what will I do? I will show that too. I can just go around. And I can log in now. My old password is PASS. It will not work anymore. New password is PQR. And I get access to the administrator. Now, if I don't have the physical access to the machine, how I can get to? How will I hack it? So I'll go to my Kali Linux virtual machine. Here it is. I'll just power this virtual machine on. It will boot. It will take 1 minute. They are also like Kali Linux and the version and memory test. This is a boot. This was the boot version of the Kali Linux, and it will load and show what it is doing in the background process, and we will take this. इसी में क्या चीज शूटिंग हो and the default username and password I have assigned for this machine, and I haven't created the virtual machine. I just downloaded it from the internet and I am using it. So the default username and password are username is root and the password is the backward root TOR.
कौन सा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है लाइट का?
Sir, Kali Linux 1.0.6. You can download it from here. It's on website kali.org. It is developed by Offensive Security. The Kali Linux is the successor of Vectec Linux. The Offensive Security provide last 5 years Vectec version 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now instead of version 6 they provide with Kali Linux. So I can go to download and just click on download. And there are a lot of options: Kali Linux 64-bit, Kali Linux Mini ISO. The Mini ISO just have the kernel and the network driver software. And all other tool I want to install in the Kali Linux, I can download it manually later and I can install it. It is also available in 32-bit, and there are AR-MEL image and AR-MHF image. The AR-MEL image and AR-HMF image are the custom hardware designed to work with this operating system only. This hardware looks like there is an example Raspberry Pi. This is the hardware. This is how it looks like. This hardware is designed to work with Kali Linux specifically, Kali Linux, or you can assign other version of other distribution of Linux too. But it has a network adapter, a sound card, HDMI port, and few things like
क्या
that.
करते हैं स्पेशल ऑर्डर?
Sir, I need a display to connect with it and a keyboard, and this is my computer. This is my machine. I can install Kali Linux on it and I can carry it anywhere.
इस हार्डवेयर को हम क्या कह रहे हैं?
Raspberry Pi, sir. Raspberry Pi.
Raspberry
Pi.
That is specially for supporting
Kali Linux distribution, sir.
So why you are using Kali Linux?
Sir, because it provides
Does it have some open source versus like Ubuntu?
Sir, Ubuntu does not provide me with built-in hacking tool. Kali Linux provide me with a lot of built-in hacking tool. I can show that.
It was for hacking purpose.
Yes, sir. This operating system is specially designed for hacking, and it is based on Debian Linux. The Vectec Linux was the previous version was based on Ubuntu Linux. Because of Ubuntu Linux is designed for the home use only. So the hacking tool they did not support it very well, and there was a lot of bugs. So they designed it again based on Debian operating system, Debian Linux, and I can show the tools. There are hundreds of tools. I can go to application, Kali Linux, and there are tools, information gathering, DNS analysis, IDS, IPS. There are a lot of tools. I can go. This is the Kali Linux menu, and there are tools. I have downloaded virtual machine from the Offensive Security. They created and you can download from custom Kali Linux.